is a proud moment for us to come together in this manner, which I would say is a historical importance day, a solemn reminder of our past, a celebration of our presence, and a promise for our future. The site nestled amidst the serene hills of Kohima city echoes the memories of courage, sacrifice, and resilience. As you are aware, the story of Second World War and culminating the Battle of Kohima, which is also voted as the furious battle fought by the British forces. We had just inaugurated the Eco Park with other components are Japan and Naga's friendship and brotherhood, and also the foundation laid for this eco park by the then your Suzuki I think Hiroshi. So today we have just inaugurated that eco park, and that makes this place as already inaugurated Kohima Peace Memorial. So these components put together make this place a very important place. And the locals, it is not the war as mentioned, but directly or indirectly our people were involved. We had faced the hardship, the horror of conflicts, and so many things happened to us. We were awoken up by the civilizations that came to our doorstep. And our history has become a global history. This war, Second World War, it is very dear to me because my father was a war veteran. He was British Indian Army. And they were a part of the Second World War, scouting the East, because Japanese had taken over Burma. Because they are local, they know the terrains, and therefore they were used. Fortunately, for the bigger period, he was in Happy Valley, Shillong, as a training assistant instructor. So he did not go to real war kind of situation. But a typical soldier, he brought the family, and he used to get angry, he used to shout, he used to teach his children like soldiers, his soldiers. when he is angry and he wants to give a lecture, Sabdan, Hilamat. So the way he was brought up. And three of us were sent to Sainik school, a military school. I'm one. My second brother died, Mr. Kedolubi in Golpara. And the third brother is the youngest, was a medical doctor, Dr. Kriv. So we respect him a lot because he used to give commands to us, and if we disobey, he used to react. In good time, he'll take out his dogma and show us and explain to us. He was also a receiver of King George V medal and a Burma Star. So that is his authority. Of course, his regiment stars and other things. So those people who had given their life in our place, Kohima. But our stories were never told. Outsiders detail and write our stories. It is others' narration about the war here. And so recent time, some authors started writing and giving our own version of war in Kohima, in and around. One gentleman is my old colleagues, Mr. Molamo Kiko. So it is interesting. Even my mother in the village used to, a group of young girls, they used to go and fetch water and bring it to the Britishers who had come and camped. And what she said is, after fetching water and give them, they'll get packets, chocolates, or tin foods. My mother said that is the tastiest thing we all ever had. That kind of experience. So even to my village, though it is 1 hour drive from here, a lot of stories. The Japanese had a cave where they used to bring their injured people, sick people, and treatment. And recently, I think, from Japan, Ajono Sekose was telling that there are 2 dead bodies buried in that Tokema location. And I think they had found. So, like how I learned that my father, my mother, or my uncles involved in, it is very dear to us. And you will have the same story or more stories to tell. When we are walking around the British materials, British and alike, Japanese and alike, some were already commenting, oh, I have something in my house, I will also contribute. You see, this will be a place, a heart of town. This will be a place. Many locals and tourists will like to come and visit. I've seen so many Japanese coming here. When this work was going on, I used to visit sometime. And Japanese people, they used to at least a bouquet or a piece of rose. They come and keep that Kohima Peace Memorial, the stone erected, written in Japanese also. the other side, when you go down and see the other side, may the soul rest in peace. Because so many Japanese died all over and even here. I think not in single digit, even in double digits. You are aware they lost so much. And even these Britishers, they lost so much. Our Commonwealth War Cemetery, we all go there and many people visit. That graves, only one Angami boy in grave is there. But many people had suffered or died out of starvation or out of this war sickness or hardship. But those are not recognized. And that cemetery, Kohima Cemetery, you are aware, 1,420 graves buried, detail written about their name and place. And for other Indian soldiers who were cremated or not buried there, 914 soldiers. So when you talk about all these things, that is only record here. There is a saying that Japanese, when the atom bomb was thrown and so many people died, they say they cannot count how many died. The atom bomb was dropped in 6th and 9th August in 1945, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And people estimated how many died. So they assess about 1 lakh to 1,66,000 people died in that atom bomb in 2 cities. I had a privilege also going to Hiroshima, and that bomb place, that area is declared as Peace Park, and that what I was saying, eternal flame in remembrance of all the people who died and propagating for peace. But like, if you go and see the movies or pictures, you see young and old, they go and see Japanese people, they weep, they cry, become so emotional. Even Britishers, tourists were there. They themselves also will cry. That inhuman thing happened. And therefore, I think war, Second World War, the fiercest battle and the last big fight took in Kohima. So, those of us who are living today, I feel that we should build in such a manner that it keeps the history alive. We do our part. and also even not only us but future generation to come and see the devastating effect of war. Nagas are longing for peace, and therefore all Naga people should study the effect of war coming to cemetery, Kohima War Cemetery, or coming to Eco Park, and how this generation were trying to bring peace and unity. Yes, we have brought up these many facilities, the shops and museums, some stalls for Naga dishes and other dishes also, including veg restaurant. You have Chinese kitchen also, Japanese kitchen also, to have the taste. And therefore, all this, what is created, should be protected. We have to educate our people that this is a treasure for all of us and for generations to come. We are all leaders. I think particularly school children or college students, they should make a timing coming together in groups to visit this area, and there should be proper guide to tell the history. The children should know. In this British and Allied, the Japanese, their personal diaries, many good things are written, and the hardship, the starvation, the death, the experience. When you go minutely and then concentrate, you become a part of that. And the children will love it if there are proper guides. Tell them, and then let them go around cities. I think we have to teach our children well. This year, Japanese diplomats are not coming, maybe some during Hornbill Festival. And therefore, I'm informed that His Excellency Mr. Suzuki Hiroshi, he may visit next year. And the present embassy, Heikichi Ono. And these Japanese ambassadors are very powerful people. Ambassador extraordinary and plenipotentiary. The ambassador to India means on behalf of their own government, they can take decision. And that's how many things has happened. The stone erected friendship between Nagas and Japan. The stone is erected on your way down to the Kohima Peace Memorial. The Japanese JICA project funding not only this, is funding livelihood, conservation, and many activities all over the state. You are aware, they had already sanctioned 400 bedded hospital, which will be managed and run the hospital by themselves. our doctors, nurses, and their doctor nurses will work together to teach us so that once we are qualified and learned the Sikh language, you can go and serve. Right now, Japanese language is taught in Nagaland University. Teachers paid by their own self. I'm told there are very few students. Therefore, we should get in touch and make them read Japanese. Even in Toyota or Hyundai and in corporations, companies, some of them, they do selection of Naga youths. They like Naga, they like Northeast because look alike, food habits and polite, amenable. So when we went to Japan, we had signed with the government of Japan, of some states. And by next year, earlier, they'll be coming to Nagaland to take interviews and to take them for skilling, trainings, and then basic learning of languages. That's how they want to promote us. It's like you playing football with your own same old village team, you'll not improve. But if you start playing with Assam, with West Bengal, with Mohun Bagan team, definitely you will learn. You have to be coach. You have to take training. That is how we improve ourselves. So I'm very happy that the landowners, the Kohima village, and the Department of Environment and Forest giving all the support. And of course, I cannot forget to mention Richard Bello. He is a master architect. Many people use him. They are very good. And like me, who is not qualified, but you like to give inputs, you like to interfere, you like to give your views, that putting our heads together, very good things happen. There's always plus minus. And so you have walk around and see. It is not easy to build up this kind of place. A quality control and then what is necessary and also how to promote our Naga motifs, designs. All this put together has come up. So I'm grateful to all the people who are involved. And now the shops all finished, no rooms. We thought we'll give to some selected people, but they could not get the rooms. And so the department has done well, and people involved making this place become a reality. It was only a vision, a thinking, but it has been implemented and become a reality. I'm grateful to all the agencies who have made it possible. This will be managed by the one society and people who are involved in this construction, so that the standard and the intention is maintained. And I advise that you take entry fees also. You control the price very reasonable. And the shops also you promote Naga products. Yes, some of Japanese or British who are involved, it will be good also to see their goods also sold here. But it cannot be in large scale. So I also advise the shopkeepers or the shoppers, the owners, it should be a joint efforts to keep this as same as it is. And I'm sure we will all benefit. Japanese has become our friends. A friendship had been erected in the stone. And they're coming forward to help us. But let us remember, Japanese people are very disciplined people, very hard working, very focused. So if you want to become like Japanese, you have to become like them first. So don't think that class na jagana pass ho jabo inaga bhagna na bolai. We were very naughty when we were children. And we used to comment, hey, you can't do class na jalbi pass ho. It is not like that. Now, this age, very serious competition has come. Everybody start talking about meritocracy. So let us also work hard and discipline like Japanese, so that we learn from them and we become a better society. Thank you and God bless.